Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the week of May 16th. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Capricorn, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I will not send you a message on any platform. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Capricorn. Now, you know the drill. The only way this channel continues growing is if you hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help with the growth of the channel, but more importantly, liking this video will get the content out to more people who may need to hear these messages. So please do consider doing that. All right. I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. There are links to this in the description below, as well as the Psychic Tarot here, which I'm going to take 3 cards from now. And there are links to both of these decks in the description below. All right. Make sure we're all in view here. All right, Capricorn, like to see what I have here. Like to see what we have here for you in this week. So clearly, many of you are about to start something new. You know, it's hard to say when, like timing is very hard to wrap down in these collective readings, right? But, you know, I do know for sure in the future, some of you are starting something very new here. There's a birthing energy, okay? There's a big energy of birthing here, which is a nice reminder. If you are not looking for children, you have a major fertility combination here. So if you're not, just do what you have to do with that. But if you are, it could be a very good time. If you are looking to conceive, definitely could be a very good time in the future for you. The other thing is, just remember we are in a Mercury retrograde, so great time to just slow down and allow things to happen as they happen. Not the best time to force new things, but forcing things really typically never works out anyway. So at any rate, let's go ahead and dive into this. So in the overall message here, you do have this 6 of Swords. So this is a major energy of transition, okay? I love this card because first and foremost, they are sailing away. This person has their back turned towards the 5 of Swords, which is a conflict. It's a challenge. It's a loss. The 5 of Swords is a loss. It's something that you are defeated in. And so this person here is going to calmer places. They're deciding that they're not going to stay in the loss. They're not going to stay in the defeat. They're going to move on and forgive themselves, right? And so this can represent you kind of going through a rite of passage, going to new places. And what's interesting is you can't tell it in this interpretation of the card here, but this family here, they are sailing through the dark. And so it's like sometimes you just have to get in your car and go. Right? Sometimes you just have to allow the universe to guide you to where you need to go and not really worry about the details, especially if, you know, you're looking to move away from some sort of conflict or not conflict. Conflict's not the right word because conflict's just a part of life, but more like, you know, if you're just looking to get away from like a loss or a situation which you've been defeated. And so sometimes you just have to allow the details to kind of work out. Now, in the past here, you do have this Page of Swords and the Hermit, okay? And so there may have been disappointing news here in the past, or there could have been some sort of news of delay here with the Page of Swords. I want more confirmation on that. It certainly could have been a disappointment because we do see you sailing away from, we see you moving away from something here with this 6 of Swords in the middle. And it's typically, like I said, something that may be challenging, and so the Page of Swords can represent challenging news. It doesn't have to be doom and gloom, but yeah, there could have been a situation where you just heard something that didn't sit right. Now, as a quality of a person, the Page of Swords can say that, you know what, you're thoughtful. You really think before you make a ruling, or you think before you say the words, right? Before the words come out of your mouth, you definitely think, right? And so you're thoughtful in your communication. The Page of Swords can also say that you're highly intelligent. And I definitely feel like there's a pretty high intelligence here because you also have this Hermit energy, which the Hermit is somebody who is sort of gathering wisdom, gathering data, trying to find the messages within, and taking some, like building some type of higher knowledge or higher understanding about something. You could say that the Hermit is becoming a master. They are creating self-mastery in their life. And so putting this together here, these first three cards, it's like there may have been some sort of challenge thrown your way. You may have been thrown a curveball. I think you hit the curveball out of the park. And even if you didn't, you're ready to accept that you didn't, and you're ready to transition to somewhere new. In the future, you have an incredible combination of the Empress and the Ace of Wands. So the Empress here is fertility. It's a major energy of fertility, and when combined, literally when combined with the Ace of Wands, which can bring life, these two cards can literally say that there is potentially, this is a fertility symbol, okay? These cards together can quite literally bring new life into existence. And, obviously this could be childbirth, but this is a birthing energy. And so remember that it's not everybody here is going to be having children, right? And so this is also about like you birthing a project, right? So like, let's say you really want to become a tarot reader on YouTube, or you really want to become a personal trainer. This combination is literally perfect for something like that, because the Ace of Wands is the best card you want to find if you're looking to physically start something. That is a project, a new like workout routine. Maybe you say, I'm going to get on the dating sites, I want to find a partner, whatever it is, right? The Ace of Wands is perfect for that. It's also very, it's like sexual energies as well, high physical compatibility between you and another person, which is another reason why it's a fertility symbol. But then the Empress is like the mother archetype, right? And so not only is the Empress about nurturing, not only is the Empress about fertility, but it's also about nurturing. Sorry, Mercury retrograde. Having a hard time with these words. It's about nurturing and fertility, right? And so you could nurture a project into existence like a mother would nurture their children. The Empress is also a major energy of abundance. It's the most abundant card in the tarot. You can see all of the abundance around them, the greenery, the leaves, the trees. They're on this really nice chair or whatever they're sitting on here, and this is also the sign of Venus. Venus is about luxuries. It's about pleasures. It's about the finer things in life. It's also about love and beauty. And so you have this really, really amazing energy of you bringing something into the real world here. And you can just let your mind go to what that might be for you. It'll be different for everybody, but this is after you've gone through some transition. Now, if you're just looking at like traditional astrology, which I'm not an astrologer, but I do know, I'm always learning astrology. And if you're looking at traditional astrology, retrograde times might not be the best to start something new, but you have free will. My take on this, on Mercury retrogrades and tarot cards, astrology, any spiritual practice, is that you have free will. If you feel like trying something, I feel like you need to trust what your gut is telling you. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Two of Cups. Okay. I'm just telling you, I'm just going to like double down on this. If you are not looking for children, be warned. Okay, do what you got to do there, because now you have the Two of Cups coming in and the King of Wands. With the King of Wands, if I said Queen, my apologies, that's the King of Wands. I'm still kind of wait, is it? Yeah, that's the King of Wands. I'm still kind of getting to know these this new deck. At any rate, yeah, King of Wands is somebody who goes from partner to partner. They have a lot of physical energy. And the Two of Cups here is somebody, it's like two souls linking up in this lifetime. It's the best card to find for romance. And so what's interesting here is some of you may be going into a deeper level of commitment with your current partner. If you're in a relationship with somebody, this could certainly be the case with all of this Wands, passion, fire energy. Wands is about inspiration, passion. It's the energy of energy. It's also the suit of work and enterprise. Personally, probably my favorite suit in the tarot. Yeah, just saying, spring is in the air. I'll say that much in terms of birthing something. But remember, this does not have to be children, right? This is also just a double confirmation of, you know, some of you are really, really, really going to be starting something here new that you've always wanted to do. With the King of Wands, the King of Wands is the classic entrepreneur in the tarot. They do not do anything that they do not want to do for their career. You will never find the King of Wands in a dead-end job. And remember, if this is your first time watching my videos, I do not attach gender to the cards. And so you can take on the aspects and the energies and the qualities of any of these cards. So keep that in mind. You do have this Knight of Wands as well, which the Knight of Wands can refer to a move. Some of you have moved here in the past. I don't think this is coming in. I think this has already happened. The Knight of Wands is the biggest card to find if you're ready to like physically move zip code, like change zip code, change location. You have this Five of Pentacles here. It's not really fitting other than this could be the thing that you're transitioning away from. Okay, the Five of Pentacles can be this feeling of being left out, this feeling of like poverty mindset, of not having enough. But it's typically a feeling, it's typically a mindset, it's typically more in those areas. And you could be really saying, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. There's definitely new love, or like, yeah, there's definitely some new situations in love and career. And this is a very exciting energy. Let's go ahead and see what we have here in these three cards from the Psychic Tarot deck. So you have Stand Your Ground, Rejoice in Celebration, Solitude. 739. So, stand your ground. Maybe this is the zip code. I don't even know. Is that a zip code? Not zip code, area code. My apologies, area code. Maybe this is the area code that you've moved to, if it is even one. I don't know. Stand your ground is the Seven of Wands. This is you persevering, okay? Not allowing somebody to tell you what to do. The Rejoice in Celebration, some of you are about to come into a very pleasant period of time. I see some of you reconnecting with old friends, by the way. And then you have this Solitude card as well, which is the Hermit. So you have the Hermit twice. Some of you have really been hitting the books here, studying something, figuring out what you want to birth into existence. By the way, I heard the word cat while I was saying this, cat. Not sure, that'll be a message for somebody. But yeah, some of you have been spending a whole lot of time mastering something, and you know, this could be process related, like trying to figure out, okay, you have the flame is lit, right? The flame is going with all of these Wands cards. And then it's like mastering the process. Okay, how am I actually going to get from point A to point B here? You know, you're not lacking passion, that is for sure, in this reading. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have, you have the Temperance card, you have the Chariot, and you have the Devil. Okay, so all major arcana is coming into this next layer of the pyramid here, and the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy. That's why I said yeah when I said you're not lacking passion. Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius rising. Sagittarius is an extremely passionate sign. It's also an extremely passionate, extremely intuitive sign as well. And whether it's your rising sign like mine, or your sun sign, or your moon sign. But anyway, beyond that, the Temperance card does say balance something out, okay? As you balance something in your life out, a soulmate may enter. The Temperance card is a card of soulmates, especially when combined with the Two of Cups. As you balance something, you may find somebody, or as you balance something here, you may bring this new business idea into existence here with this amazing Ace of Wands Empress combination, which I cannot stress enough. This is the most important combination in this reading here, if you can't tell already. You have this Chariot card as well, which is really a nice card of major victories and charging forward with success, not holding back. It's also a major message of overcoming obstacles in your life. Lastly, you have the Devil energy, which is really just working through a shadow, and you should not be afraid of it. We all have a shadow in this lifetime. We all have something that we need to work through, and let's just see what that might be. Let's get some clarity here. So you have the Hanging Man, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So the shadow for some of you may be resistance here with the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man is a card of resistance. You can see the halo behind their head. They are attaining enlightenment, so to speak. They are meditating. They are like listening to the messages that are coming within as they are hanging from this post, but they are not moving. They are not acting. They really need number 12, the Hanging Man, needs to embrace number 13, the Death card. And they really need to embrace a transformation in their life. You have this here with the Six of Swords. You've gotten in the boat, or you got in the car, you hopped on the plane, you hopped on the train, and now you just have to allow it to take you where you need to go. You have the Wheel of Fortune here as well, which is incredible. We have this new Jupiter energy coming in. Jupiter has moved into Aries here. And the Wheel of Fortune is, of course, the Jupiter card. Wheel of Fortune also says there's some type of perfect alignment potentially happening in your life. It's an amazing energy of luck, of good fortune, of good situations, and most importantly, the Wheel of Fortune says that your destiny has arrived. And so if we're putting this all together, many of you are birthing something here. I think for many it's a project. I do think for many of you it could be children. And, you know, yeah, so that could certainly be the case. I've already given you the warning after the warning there, so I'm not going to give you another warning, but that could certainly be the case. But there's some type of birthing energy here. Let's see what's at the top of the pyramid. You have the Ten of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords is some type of ending here happening in your life. This is something coming to a completion. Now, the thing is, I like to read the Ten of Swords as the worst being behind you. When you get that card, the worst has already happened. The worst is behind you with the Ten of Swords energy. And it says that you can now move forward knowing that there is new hope on the horizon. So no need to fear this Ten of Swords card. You have an amazing reading here. The majority here of the cards are incredibly positive. You have this double Virgo, double Hermit energy here, which is you being a master. We have you rejoicing in celebration here. We have all of this incredible passion energy, you birthing something. And let's see what's on the bottom here. Yeah, you have the Knight of Swords here. Do not act impulsively at this time, okay? I will say with this retrograde energy, you know, if you're just looking at retrogrades historically or traditionally, it's a good time not to rush. But don't let retrogrades hold you back. Don't let astrology hold you back. Astrology is meant to empower you, just like tarot card readings are. And so I think there could be something that you're giving life to in this week. So this is incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.